What up? This is Dave Z, also known as Dark Knight here. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the HD147. I love this amp. It is freaking sweet. Head, if you don't know, is digital. It's a modeling head. It is solid state. There are no tubes in there whatsoever, despite the little purplish glow that's kind of faded because this amp's about 2.5 years old, but it's a magnificent amp, 300 watts of fury, all kinds of crazy outs, and MIDI editing capabilities, which I love. Just overall, great head. Playing through the Line 6 matching cabinet, the Beta cabinet as referred to, 4x12 with Celestion modeling speakers in it. It's a awesome amp. My rack is going to affect the tone a little bit. I have the BBE 42i Sonic Maximizer. That's that bitch right there. And I have the DOD dual 15-band EQ and right below it. I will do a little FX loop on-off to kind of show the difference, what they do to the tone, and kind of turn them on piece by piece too to see how they do it in the chain. But that's pretty much the rig. I'm going to go through all my settings. I don't have the whole shortboard maxed out. And by the way, if you have this amp and you don't have one of these, I highly recommend it. This is a motherfucking awesome investment. Great little thing to go along here. The guitar I'm playing through is my C7 ATX 7-string. I'll play standard and drop A. It's got the blackouts in it just to give you a feel. I guess what I call my go-to distortion, my main distorted tone. You might have seen on my other videos, but here we go. Lead tone here, which I use. Pretty much my main clean. It's just got some delay and some chorus, and it's really pleasant. I use a lot. Kind of called ping pong. If I had two cabs that have a real cool stereo effect, it just bounces back between the stereo fields. Four tones I use over and over and over again on this rig. Another set I use, and I always use the same go-to distortion, so that always appears. I just love that tone. I can't get enough of it. One nice clean sound I use I call vintage flange. It's just kind of a flange effect, and I use the CAD model 2x12 blackface, and it gives it a really nice kind of sound. Kind of a lead tone on here. It's got a little bit of like a swirl kind of delay on there. It's not one I use often. Not sure how often I do use it, but it's there. Another one I use a lot. It helps kind of add some dynamics and texture to a song. It's called Lo-Fi, and it's just kind of a stripped down version of normal distortion. See when I kick back and forth. I have an interesting cab model in there. There's one for an 8-inch speaker, and I use that as well as cranking a bunch of the EQ settings. Going through my next settings here, these are some I've used more. I call this one Blackface Pong. I'm not even sure what's on it. It's kind of that blackface clean, kind of like my vintage flange, but it has well, it's got some echo to it and some reverb. Something I have similar I call Outer Space. It's a lot of reverb, kind of an eerie feeling, kind of clean. It's a patch I made for my 7-string. Only have a couple effects in there I use. One is called the Univibe, and I've kind of been messing around with that. And it's just a lot of great effects, especially with clean on this amp. That's probably what I love about it the most. It just really has some nice things to it. I have some messed up patches, I guess, what I like to use. I've demoed before in another video, but I really think I need to kind of go through them again. One I like to call Horror Flick. It's kind of an eerie feeling effect. I've used it in my old band, just has some nice ring to it. I use it in combination with volume pedals. You can tell I play, and then there's the delay what comes out. Have it kind of mixed that way. Just kind of add a little bit of creepiness, what I call phased out. And this is just like what the fuck shit, you know. It's not completely musical, but it's musical enough to just add some weird shit into music. Here I play with basically the FX loop turned on. Just use that BBE, use the EQ, and I just have it set the same. To give an example of what that's like, I mean, and now let's kind of A/B this. Here's with it on. That back up. Really did it for me is when I just said, hey, what the hell, let's try it, what if, and I put that BB in there. Really loved it, went to the studio with my old band, recorded, it was great, but I wanted a little more, so hey, let's try, this Rack EQ did it, and I'm really happy with the results. A lot of you like what you hear on here too, even though this is the most accurate representation of this amp for my tone, but you know, this is kind of what I got.